COVID-19, an infectious virus consuming this one planet we humans live in.
We do move on now to the staggering new numbers in the coronavirus pandemic. More than 14 million cases worldwide.
On January 9th, the World Health Organization issued its first warning.
Our very own lives have changed drastically. Is there an end to this? My name is Kelvin Henrich, and you're watching a short video series, A Brand New World. Episode 1, the introduction to Part 1, Facing COVID-19. The coronavirus, COVID-19, SARS-CoV-2, you name it. This is the pandemic we humans are facing right now. But let's look back into history, one of the latest and worst pandemics we ever faced, the Spanish flu. According to the CDC, the Spanish flu infected 500 million people, a third of the world population during that time, and killed around 50 million people from the span of just 3 years, from the year of 1918 and 1920. The virus is also known as the H1N1 virus, a similar name to the 2009 swine flu pandemic. The Spanish flu pandemic happened in the midst of World War I, and in the book The Great Influenza by John M. Barry, he talked about how a flu-like disease was reported at an army camp in the United States called Camp Funston in Fort Riley, the state of Kansas. This was interesting. Barry then talks about McFarland Burnett. Burnett firmly indicated that the source of the Spanish flu was from the United States, and he was also absolutely certain that it traveled through the arrival of American troops to France. The Spanish flu's source is still questionable, but in the end we know how deadly it was and how easy it was for a virus to spread from person to person. We humans were lucky. The Spanish flu ended in 3 years, and there's no reason why. No cure, no vaccine, nothing. It was just all coincidence. It was a reminder from the past for the future, but we did not take it so seriously. Back in today's world, we must understand what COVID-19 is. It's a respiratory disease in the family of coronaviruses such as MERS and SARS and many others. When the virus enters a human body, it has the chance to multiply, and the multiplied virus has the chance to spread from person to person. And COVID-19 mainly spreads through droplets that carry the virus, and it can come from the nose or mouth when coughing, sneezing, talking, and many more. COVID-19 can also spread through surfaces, and how the virus spreads makes it essential for us to follow protocols such as 1. Washing our hands frequently, 2. Wearing a proper mask, 3. Social distancing, and many more. According to the World Health Organization, most common symptoms of COVID-19 include flu, dry cough, and tiredness. There are serious symptoms and less common symptoms, and for more information, make sure to check out the World Health Organization's website. Anyhow, some people who are infected with COVID-19 do not show any symptoms. This also makes it hard to identify people who has been infected with COVID-19 aside from testing.
Why do you keep using this?
Because it comes from China.
Racist.
It's not racist at all, no, not at all. It comes from China.
Well, Chinese authorities were a bit more definitive compared to the WHO. It said that Chinese experts reportedly found a new coronavirus that traces back to the outbreak that we are seeing in Wuhan.
In an article by Times, it states that Secretary of State Mike Pompeo said that there was enormous evidence that the virus had escaped from a lab in the city. Furthermore, a Chinese virologist named Li Mengyan says that she has scientific proof that SARS-CoV-2 or COVID-19 is man-made. We're not gonna dive deep into this, but in the end, the source of COVID-19 is still questionable. Whether it's man-made or from China or from animals, in the end, the virus can still spread from human to human. As COVID-19 spreads to more than 200 countries in the world, each country has its own different ways of confronting and avoiding the spread of COVID-19. How and is it effective?